Ella didn't mean to sneak onto a top-secret alien space station. In fact, she hadn't meant to get separated from her class at all. But one moment, she was admiring a display of old astronaut helmets at NASA headquarters, and the next, she was alone in a hallway with a very normal-looking elevator that absolutely did not belong in a building full of carefully labeled, authorized personnel only doors. Naturally, she pressed the button. It was a slow elevator, painfully slow. The kind of slow that made her wonder if it had gotten stuck somewhere between floors. Then, after what felt like an eternity, the doors slid open with a pleasant ding, and she stepped out into space, or more accurately, she stepped out into a large, high-tech hallway with a distinctly non-Earth-like feel. The air smelled faintly of something between cinnamon and motor oil, and the gravity felt just a bit off. That's when she saw them. Aliens, lots of them. Most aliens weren't allowed on Earth, some kind of galactic council rule, something about cultural contamination or not freaking out the primitive species, depending on who you asked. So instead, there was this place, a stealth station in slow orbit around Earth, where alien species could gather, socialize, and study humans from a safe and very secret distance. And now there was Ella. The aliens stared at her. She stared back. Then, in a moment of perfect, unintentional comedic timing, one of them, a tall, blue, tentacled thing wearing what looked suspiciously like a Hawaiian shirt, gasped and pointed. "The new human representative is here." Before she could correct them, she was being ushered down the corridor, a dozen aliens chattering excitedly around her. She was deposited into what was unmistakably a classroom, filled with aliens of all shapes and sizes, all sitting at desks and looking at her expectantly. A screen at the front of the room flickered to life, displaying a collage of Earth images. "Teach us!" one of the students pleaded. Ella's brain short-circuited for a moment. Then, for reasons she still wasn't entirely sure of, she nodded, squared her shoulders, and said, "All right, class. Today, we're learning about Earth." It turned out that the aliens knew a lot about Earth. They had statistics, historical data, even video clips of human behavior, but they were missing one key thing: context. For example, one alien, a jellyfish-like creature with glowing eye stalks, raised an appendage when Ella showed them a video of a baby monkey riding a cat. Why is the primitive human using a feline as transport? Ella apenas logró contener una risa. Some of the other aliens, who had apparently spent enough time studying human humor, smirked in their own alien ways. No, Ella explained. "That's not a human. It's a monkey. They just like to climb on things. And it's funny because it looks like the cat is giving the monkey a ride, even though it's not actually a method of transportation." A reptilian student in the back scoffed. "My father says your Earth was once ruled by apes before our people arrived." Ella blinked. "Wait, what?" The reptilian waved a clawed hand. "A long time ago, before humans became civilized, my people visited Earth, and our scientists played with the local apes' DNA and rare species that we brought with us, and altered your DNA. That's why you share 98% DNA with apes. Your species made excellent workers, but then the Galactic Council decided to let you be independent. It's very frustrating." Ella's jaw dropped. "Are you telling me aliens used to—" She stopped herself. "Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm just going to roll with it." "Ah," the reptilian student said, "a true scholar." The lesson was going well, all things considered. Then the doors burst open, and a security team stormed in, mostly reptilians because, of course, the lizard guys ran security on an alien space station. "There's the trespassing human. Seize her." Ella raised her hands. "Okay, wait, I can explain." The students erupted in protest. "You can't arrest our teacher. She's the best human we've ever met." She explained the cat-riding monkey. Even the security guards seemed momentarily taken aback by the outcry. Then the lead reptilian officer crossed his arms, his tail twitching. "My son," he said. nodding toward the reptilian student in the back, actually likes this human, and that never happens. There was a pause. The officer sighed. Fine. If she gets official clearance from her parents, she can stay. Ella blinked. Wait, are you saying I just got a job? The officer shrugged. Looks like it. And that, dear listeners, is how Ella accidentally became a teacher for aliens.